Jai Bhagwan, Women Warriors, and welcome to day 102. So today I wanted to bring up a topic that has actually come up a lot lately because of our weather shifting and the seasonal change. And that has to do with the effect that weather has on the doshas inside of us. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to talk about the effect that weather has for each of the doshas, but I wanted to read this piece to you about the effects of climate on the doshas that I thought was super cool. The climate a person lives in has an ongoing interaction with the doshas present within the body. A particular climate may either support a person or become another factor that causes imbalances. The effects of climate may also increase or decrease the impact of seasons on the doshas. If a person lives in an unfavorable environment, that person will need to take extra measures to antidote the climactic effects. Weather is always changing. I thought that was a very interesting thing to share. Every few days, a weather front moves through an area, temperatures, humidity, and the strength of the winds change. While weather patterns are in flux, each part of the country and the world has its own general climate. So I thought this was interesting. The southeastern United States tends to be warm and moist. The Northeast tends to be cool and moist in the winter and warm and moist in the summer. The tropical islands are warm and moist all year round. The high deserts, which is where we are here in Boise, the high deserts are cool, dry, and windy. The western United States is filled with microclimates. So if you've ever been to like San Francisco or something, there's like a billion climates that happen within a day. And still the low deserts are consistently dry with great temperature ranges. The coast is moist and cool, and the inland valleys are hot and dry in the summer. Climates, aside from seasonal changes, do not undergo the typical pattern of the tides. Climates are steadier trends that define a region. So I share that because depending on what your major prakriti is, your major doshic makeup, the place that you live has an effect on how you feel and whether you have balance or imbalance. So as an example, here because it's windy and it's dry and all of that, if you tend to have more vata in your body, you're going to experience more imbalances that really push that air and ether inside of the body and the imbalance of being dry and cold. So it's just something to think about. We don't necessarily think about the climate and the seasonal changes as it affects our body until we get sick, but you have to remember that this is something that's going on all the time. So over the next couple of days, we'll talk about the climates for each of the doshas more specifically, but I hope that was very helpful. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Jai Bhagwan.